I think it's interesting that now we have a Sid cooking talk show moment because
Yeah.
in the past we've had a Carmi, cooking show moment. And so I just thought that that was an interesting and notable decision. I also just found it fascinating though that like, she's hosting this thing and it's so chaotic, it's falling apart, and she is just continuing to smile through it and everything. And it ties back into the previous episode where she shared that her fear is fear of failure. So relatable. I was like, yeah, girl, me too. From that dream, though, and from that fear of failure, she then chooses to call Shapiro and say no and stick with Stinky House. And I just found that really interesting. And like, as a person who also suffers from fear of failure, like the process that I have to go through to not succumb to that. So like in my head as I'm watching, I'm like, "Oh, Sid, let's talk about some things, shall we?" Like, let's talk about this. But I thought that that was a really obviously like very well done montage and a great way for us to better understand some of the things that Sid is processing through and show us visually some of the anxieties that she is suffering through and she might not even realize because this is a dream sequence. But then it's just interesting to go from that like really really anxious dream and then in the next sequence she chooses Stinky House and I was like, okay, this is interesting.
Juxtaposition.
We have made some choices here.